Before this story ends, you will realize something unsettling. Not about the Zen master, not about discipline, but about why your life feels busy, yet strangely unfinished. And once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. This is not a motivational story. It's a mirror. And most people don't like what it shows. Everyone talks about hustle, about grinding harder, about pushing more. But no one tells you this. Most people are not unfocused because they are lazy. They are unfocused because they are afraid of stillness. Stillness forces clarity. Clarity forces responsibility. And responsibility changes everything. This is the story of a man who avoided stillness his entire life until a Zen master did something that shattered his illusion of progress. Not with words, not with discipline, but with one painfully simple lesson. Kai was admired by everyone around him. He woke up early, he worked late, he was always doing something, and yet nothing ever truly changed. Projects started, few were finished. Goals set, rarely achieved. Opportunities came and quietly slipped away. At night, when his body finally stopped moving, his mind refused to rest. Thoughts raced. What if I chose the wrong path? What if I'm falling behind? What if everyone else knows something I don't? Kai didn't realize it yet, but his problem was not effort. It was attention. Here's what no one tells you. Motion feels like progress. Scrolling feels productive. Planning feels like action. Worry feels like preparation. But none of it creates results. Kai was constantly moving, but in circles. And deep down, he knew it. That quiet knowing, that uncomfortable awareness is what pushed him to leave. One night, in a crowded marketplace, Kai overheard a whisper. A Zen master. Not famous, not loud, not popular, but people said this: those who sit with him return different. Kai laughed at first. Different how? Calmer? Slower? Weaker? But the idea wouldn't let him go. Because Kai didn't need motivation. He needed direction. The road to the monastery was long, too long for distraction. With every step, Kai was forced to confront his thoughts, and he didn't like what he heard. His mind jumped endlessly, from future fears to past regrets. That's when it hit him. My body is walking, but my mind is never here. This realization scared him more than failure ever had. The Zen master was sitting beneath a tree, eyes closed, completely still. Kai waited. Nothing. He spoke. Still nothing. Finally, irritated, Kai demanded attention. The master opened one eye and asked, "Why are you here?" Kai launched into explanations, goals, dreams, problems. The master interrupted gently. "You want many things," Kai nodded. "That is why you have none." That sentence hit harder than any insult. They sat for tea. The master poured, and kept pouring until the cup overflowed. Kai jumped up. "Stop, it's full." The master nodded. "So are you." Then he said the words that changed Kai forever. A distracted mind cannot receive focus. Kai finally understood. His problem wasn't lack of information, it was mental clutter. "You will sweep the path," the master said. Kai expected something deeper, something mystical. But he swept, fast, aggressively, impatiently. Dust scattered everywhere. The master watched silently. After an hour, the path looked worse. Kai exploded. "I'm working hard." "Yes," the master replied, "but you are not paying attention." On the second day, Kai slowed down, but his mind wandered. Is this working? Am I doing it right? When will this be over? The master said quietly, "You are here to finish, not to be present." That's when Kai realized something uncomfortable. He had lived his entire life trying to escape the moment he was in.
On the third day, something changed. Kai stopped rushing, stopped narrating, stopped judging. There was only the broom, the ground, the sound. And then, silence. Not outside, inside. For the first time in years, his mind wasn't pulling him anywhere else. The master smiled. "You are focused," he said, and notice it required no effort. That night, Kai asked, "Why does my mind fight stillness?" The master answered, "Because distraction protects you." "From what?" Kai asked. "From knowing exactly what matters." That truth frightened Kai, because clarity demands commitment. The master handed Kai a bow. "Hit the target." Kai tried, missed, again. The master said, "You are aiming at success, not at the arrow. When focus is pure," he continued, "the self disappears." That sentence echoed long after the arrow hit the ground. Kai finally understood multitasking wasn't a skill, it was avoidance. Avoidance of boredom, avoidance of discomfort, avoidance of depth. And depth was where power lived. Before Kai left, the master said one final thing. Do not try to control your attention. Choose where it rests. That was it. No rituals, no secrets, just responsibility. When Kai returned home, nothing had changed. Same streets, same work, but his experience of it transformed. One task at a time, one breath at a time. Results followed, not because he worked harder, but because his mind stopped leaking energy everywhere else. Right now, your attention is being pulled by noise, by fear, by endless options. But power doesn't come from doing more. It comes from being where you already are. Ask yourself, what is the one thing in front of you that deserves your full attention? And what would change if you finally gave it that?